Okay, we were supposed to walnut blast the second half on this car, on this 3.6. But this thing is not, it said in the eBay ad that this thing will shoot walnut blaster. This is basically just a sandblaster. Has a little valve here. And I even got a extension for this, because you got to get way down in there. I had this epoxied on there just to try it, and if I was really going to get serious about this, I'd get me a, this is about 3/8. I'd thread both these and put a coupler on that, or this is aluminum, so you could weld it if you got somebody that'll weld aluminum. But this thing did not work at all when I first started on it. So I said, well, I had to drill this hole out real big, about as big as you could get it. And then I got it to halfway work with these walnut. This is coarse. You got fine, you got coarse. There you go. Anyway, it says coarse on there somewhere. But you really need fine in order for that to work. The finer the better. And that's kind of coarse material, so it's just not going to work on this. And I'm not going to buy another. Just for what I've already tried, I'm not going to bother with it. It makes such a mess. I mean, I did get it to halfway work, and I just had the vacuum going, and this here shooting down into the cylinder head in one of the ports, and that thing, I mean, you put your hand in front of it, it hurts. I mean, I got them coming out, but it's gonna be such a mess. My word, I'm not even gonna bother. And I've got a regular sandblaster around here somewhere that's a bottom feed. It comes up here with a hose. Now them might work pretty good. And I've looked everywhere for mine. I don't know what I did with it. I haven't seen it in months or years. I went out to the boat building and I couldn't find it out there, so I got a few tools out there, but I just gave up on looking for it, and I ain't gonna buy another one because I've already seen that this walnut blasting is going to be a mess, and I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna, well, what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna try on the other side. I think we're gonna do Marvel Mystery Oil. You'll see how that's gonna do. And before I started the program today, I put in a whole can of brake cleaner in the side that we've already done, and that was 2-3 hours ago. So we'll stop here for a minute and we'll vacuum that out, and we'll see how dirty that is. And that's the side we've already cleaned. So we'll vacuum that out and we'll see what that looks like. But on the second side, we're going to have to turn the motor over a little bit in order to close one or two of them valves so we can start working on the other side. But I want to make sure the first side is really clean, about as clean as I can get it, and then we'll start working on the second side. So my opinion on this, don't waste your time on it. This was only $20. This was $10. $10 extension on it, and you got to have that in order to get down into the cylinder head. You got to get it 3 or 4 inches down in there in order to get. But I just tried this right here and tried blasting it, and no, it's not worth the. Now if you bought one of these more expensive ones, $200, $300, $400 that's made for walnut blasting. And you got the little adapter that goes with it. You got your vacuum cleaner and all that stuff. It might be all right, but from my experience with it so far, not for me. So, like I say, we're going to continue to, we're just going to chemically clean it. Just dump it in there and let her set. Brush it out a little bit, vacuum it out. I think that's the best way and easiest way to do it. Now I'm going to go ahead and save this for if I ever need to sandblast anything, I can. But yeah, this is 20 bucks. I think this here is $18. And I'm not going to waste my time on, I didn't realize I was buying the course. I just bought this is a 10-pound box, and I had a hard time finding something that wasn't, I didn't need 50 pounds of it. I didn't need, so I think this was $17 or $18. I think this came from, what does that say? Home Depot. So if you want to go down to Home Depot and get you some, that'd be an easy way to get it. But this is coarse 12 and 20 10-pound box. So see, I got that stuff everywhere. I'm gonna have to vacuum all that stuff up. But walnut blasting is not for me. So I think chemically cleaning it is a whole lot better. I mean, you still need to keep your garage and everything all ventilated very well. I've got the garage door open now. Need lots of ventilation going on. Because that stuff is, the stuff I put in there today is, it's poisonous. It didn't say anything about being flammable, but it is poisonous. All my neighbors running their four-wheelers. So I may just resell this box because it's so coarse. I'm not sure if it would it just don't work that good in this kind of a gun. Now if you had like a regular sandblaster where your suction feed comes in from the bottom, them things work good. I've had one of them for years. Like I say, I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it, but I've got it around here somewhere. So we'll go ahead and vacuum that out, see what that looks like, and then I guess I'll stop this video before I start working on the second side. Okay, this is what we got in it right now. Super Tech brake parts cleaner. So you sure don't want to get that on your hands. So you're going to have to be real careful with this. So I don't think it's flammable, because it don't say nothing about being flammable. So I'll get the vacuum cleaner turned on. We'll get that vacuumed out. Okay, that's a whole can of brake parts cleaner right there. It's still pretty black. I can reuse that, but this is the side that we already cleaned, so that's didn't figure it'd be quite that black. So what we're going to do, we're not going to walnut blast this side. We're going to try some Marble Mystery Oil. See how that's going to do. That's pretty good with the keeps the engine clean from sludge, lubricates upper cylinders and smooths idling. Yeah, we'll see how good it's going to do. Well, I know some of you guys was wanting to see my walnut blasting, but it did not work out. So that was a quick video on walnut blaster fail. Just have to continue with the solvent cleaners. Probably the best way to do it anyway. It might take a little bit more time, but you don't have walnut junk everywhere. Alright, thanks for watching.